Welcome to Star Chat, the premier podcast for all things space and astronomy. We've got a jam-packed show lined up for you with the latest news and updates from around the galaxy. First up, let's talk about a rather audacious mission that's been making headlines recently. NASA's Neil Gehrels Swift Observatory, one of the agency's premier space telescopes, is falling back to Earth and is in desperate need of a rescue. The telescope, which was launched in 2004, has been slowly descending due to the drag caused by the outer edges of the Earth's atmosphere. With its initial orbit at an altitude of about 600 kilometers, it's now down to around 375 kilometers, and if something isn't done soon, it'll be dropping back to Earth in just a few months. But fear not, because a small startup called Catalyst Space Technologies has come up with a rather ingenious plan to save the telescope. They've designed a satellite called Link, which is equipped with 3 robotic arms that will grab onto Swift and slowly push it back up to its original altitude over the course of 2 months. It's a complex and challenging mission, but if successful, it could extend the life of the telescope by as much as a decade. The Link satellite was supposed to launch on a Northrop Grumman Pegasus XL rocket, but unfortunately, the mission has been delayed due to a last-minute launch problem. The rocket launching plane took off from the Marshall Islands in the Pacific, but something went wrong, and the launch had to be aborted. This rescue mission is not just important for the Swift telescope, but it also has implications for other satellites that are facing similar issues. For example, the Hubble Space Telescope is predicted to fall back to Earth in the 2030s if it doesn't get a boost. So, if this mission is successful, it could pave the way for a new era of satellite servicing and maintenance. We'll be keeping a close eye on this developing story, and we'll bring you updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, let's take a break. We'll be right back with more fascinating space news on Star Chat. Welcome back to Star Chat, dear listeners. As we continue our journey through the vast expanse of space and time, we find ourselves pondering the mysteries of our own galactic home, the Milky Way. Imagine being able to measure the distance to the spiral arms of our galaxy with unprecedented precision. That's exactly what a team of astronomers has achieved using an innovative method involving gamma-ray bursts and X-ray echoes. By analyzing the light from these colossal explosions as it bounces off dust in the spiral arms, scientists have been able to determine the distances to these arms with remarkable accuracy. The lead author of this study, Beatriz Villa, describes this approach as a very direct way to measure distances, relying solely on geometry and avoiding assumptions about the Milky Way's rotation. This breakthrough has significant implications for our understanding of the galaxy's size and mass. If the spiral arms are indeed farther away than previously thought, it could mean that the Milky Way is larger than we initially estimated. Let's put this into perspective. The outer Scutum Centaurus arm, one of the spiral arms studied, was previously believed to be about 62,000 light-years away from Earth. However, according to the new measurements, it could be as far as 68,200 light-years away. This might seem like a minor adjustment, but it has profound consequences for our understanding of the galaxy's overall structure and evolution. As we continue to explore and refine our knowledge of the Milky Way, we're reminded of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of the universe. Every new discovery, every incremental improvement in our understanding, brings us closer to grasping the grand tapestry of existence. And so, dear listeners, as we gaze up at the starry night sky, we're not just seeing a collection of twinkling lights, we're witnessing the dynamic, ever-unfolding story of our galaxy and the cosmos. The pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong journey, and we are honored to be your companions on this path of discovery. Welcome back to Star Chat. As we conclude our journey through the cosmos today, I'd like to take you on a virtual tour of the universe, courtesy of the Smithsonian's Starstruck exhibit. Imagine yourself standing beneath a glittering night sky, surrounded by the vast expanse of stars and galaxies. This is exactly what visitors to Starstruck experience as they don an HTC Vive Focus 3 headset and embark on a guided tour of the cosmos. As we walk through the virtual observatory, we find ourselves at the multiple mirror telescope, gazing up at a sky filled with big, bright stars that blur slightly as we move our heads. Our virtual guide, voiced by James Seawood, leads us on a journey through the birth and death of stars, from the cosmic pressure cooker of the pillars of creation to the hellish surface of Janssen, an exoplanet with a year that lasts just 17 hours. We visit the stellar nursery, where new stars are born, and witness the breathtaking beauty of a supernova explosion. We even get to explore the surface of Betelgeuse, a red supergiant in its final stages, before it goes supernova in a spectacular display of celestial fireworks. And then, we find ourselves at the edge of the event horizon of Sagittarius. A star, the massive black hole at the center of our galaxy, where we can see the bending of light as it succumbs to the intense gravity. As we conclude our virtual tour, we're taken to the Atacama Desert in Chile, where the giant Magellan telescope is being built. This future observatory will allow us to see even deeper into the universe, and we get a sneak peek at what it will look like when completed. The Starstruck exhibit is an immersive experience that is sure to delight space enthusiasts and astronomy buffs alike. And as we return to our own reality, I'm reminded of the incredible good fortune we have in being able to explore the universe from our tiny planet. That's all for today's Star Chat. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember to keep looking up at the stars.